Less than 24 hours after we saw former President Bill Clinton hitting the campaign trail, trying to seal the deal in New Hampshire for his wife, tonight Bernie Sanders, who holds a slim lead there, has come out with a tough new message for Wall Street. Quote, greed is not good, saying it's time to blow up the banks that are too big to fail. ABC's Cecilia Vega one-on-one with Sanders tonight as a crowd of his supporters grew right behind them.
We need to have another Democrat in the White House.
Hillary Clinton now enlisting the big dog of Democratic politics, her most powerful weapon on the campaign trail. But there is one man standing in their way.
Secretary Clinton is wrong.
Senator Bernie Sanders, the Democratic socialist from Vermont, drawing those massive crowds and twice as many donors as President Obama had at this stage in 2008, also beating Clinton in the polls in his own backyard, New Hampshire. Today in New York, Sanders bringing his fight against corporate America directly to Wall Street's front door.
If a bank is too big to fail, it is too big to exist.
Sanders pledging to dismantle the nation's biggest banks and financial firms within the first year in office. We met up with the senator.
Hey, thank you.
The mob of supporters there every step of the way.
You sound like you despise corporate America. You sounded angry.
What I despise is the greed, is the contempt.
So I asked about that pledge to break up those banks deemed too big to fail.
A lot of people are going to hear this promise from you today and say, there is no way, it hasn't been done before, this sounds like an election year promise. How can you really do this?
When enough people demand change, we get change. That is the history of America. That is the history of the civil rights movement, of the women's movement, of the gay movement, of any movement that has brought about change.
That blunt talk, a Sanders trademark.
Will corporate America love a President Sanders?
No, I think they won't.
The question now, will these crowds turn into votes?
If you don't win in New Hampshire, does this spell the end of the Bernie Sanders campaign?
Absolutely not. No, we're in this to the end.
Saying his campaign will not end in New Hampshire, but are they at all concerned about Bill Clinton campaigning there, now trying to shore up Hillary Clinton, who is behind Sanders in New Hampshire?
Look, David, the Sanders team says they always expected Bill Clinton to be out on the campaign trail. They say they know they are the underdog in this race, but you heard Bernie Sanders say it right there. They plan to win New Hampshire. They think they can win Iowa. They are not going away anytime soon.
All right, one-on-one with Sanders tonight. Cecilia, thank you.